Hey, I'm Emma, and welcome to the Research Lab. Today I'll be sharing my tips for analyzing user testing sessions. I'll be focusing on remote research today, but most of these tips are transferable to moderated sessions too. Tip number one, take your time. We usually estimate each user testing video to take around double the time to watch back and effectively analyze. This is because this activity involves multitasking. You're listening to feedback, observing behavior, and making notes. You simply can't do this effectively and quickly. So allocate yourself plenty of time and don't rush it. If you do, you'll only end up needing to go back at a later time to go through the videos and double check things. A quick note on this, it's really important to consider what users say and what users do. It's easy to fall into a trap of just mindlessly transcribing what the user is saying. But we all know there can be a big gap between what users say and what users do. If you don't consider both, then you'll miss out on insights. Tip number two, set yourself up for success. Following on from my previous point, you need to set yourself up for success when doing this task. First of all, you need two screens, and you also need to pre-plan how to take notes. Previously, I've taken notes in a Word document. This can, however, become an ongoing stream of consciousness with quotes and notes on behavior all interspersed together. I would therefore recommend using a spreadsheet instead. Set up a tab for each video or participant, and then you can have a column for your tasks and questions, a column for your behavioral notes, and a column for your quotes. This keeps things neat and also allows you to track horizontally to see what the user was doing and what the user was saying. Tip number three, do some follow-up. When you've finished watching each video, it's tempting to breathe a sigh of relief and move on. But there's two key things I'd recommend you do right away before you put the kettle on. Number one, write a short summary of the session. Summarize the quality of the insights and 2 to 3 main issues or insights that came up from the session. When you've watched 5, 10, 15 sessions, they can all blur into one. So having this summary table helps you remember the specifics of each user and can be really helpful later when putting together a report. If you're working with a client and stakeholders, this can also help them identify some key sessions to watch back themselves. Number two, color coding. Create yourself a framework for color coding your notes. I would suggest red for issues. For example, the user struggled to complete the task due to some UX issue. Yellow for ideas and opportunities. Maybe the user makes a suggestion for a new feature, or you see an opportunity for some additional functionality based on their behavior. And then green for positives. It's easy for us to forget about these and focus on the negative aspects of the UX, but these are also important to highlight, even if they aren't the focus of the analysis. In summary, it might not seem like there is much involved in the task of analyzing user testing sessions, but you can waste a lot of time and cause yourself a lot of headaches if you don't plan this activity and approach it with a strategy. These tips will hopefully help set you up for success. Happy researching.